Hello friends, so welcome you all to yet another session on differentiation. Friends, today we are going to deal with the derivatives of exponential and logarithmic functions, that is of the form e power functions or logarithmic functions. Okay, so we'll directly get on to the topic. Now let us see the background of this topic. Now remember, first thing what we have to remember is, now what is derivative of e power x? So any function of the form e power u is treated as an exponential function. So derivative of x is, derivative of e power x is e power of x itself. Okay. In case you have a derivative of e power another function, let me say f of x. Instead of x, I have another function f of x. In that case, so derivative of e power f of x is e power f of x into f dash of x. So f dash of x means differentiate f of x once. Okay. Similarly, remember derivative of log x. What is derivative of log x? It is 1 by x, isn't it? You have learnt in your previous classes. So in case if you have derivative of log of f of x, remember derivative of log of f of x is, we know derivative of f of log is 1 by whatever it is into, don't forget you have to differentiate f of x once. Okay, hope you are thorough with this background. Now with this information we'll get on to the problems directly. Let us consider the first question. So question we have is differentiate the following with respect to x. Now consider the first question, e power minus x. Remember, sometimes he'll just give you to differentiate e power minus x with respect to x. You should consider the given function as e power minus x. If it was directly e power x, you could have written e power x. Because you have e power minus x, this looks like the formula derivative of e power ax. Remember, derivative of e power ax is a into e power ax, isn't it? Okay, therefore you can write if y is equal to e power minus x, then dy by dx is nothing but, what is a here? A is treated as minus 1. So it is minus 1 into e power minus x. That is nothing but minus of e power minus x. Very simple question, might be asked for 1 mark. Okay, right. So the next function I have is y is equal to e power cos x. Remember, this function is of the form e power f of x. Therefore derivative of this is e power f of x, that is cos x into, remember you have to differentiate the f of x once, which is cos x. What is derivative of cos x? We all know it is nothing but minus sin x. So you can write it as minus sin x into e power cos x. This is the derivative of this function. In case e had given y is equal to e power sin x, what would you do? Maybe e power sin x or e power cot x or e power tan x, whatever it is, follow the same procedure. It follows the procedure e power sin x, okay, into derivative of sin x. Derivative of sin x will be cos x. So this becomes cos x into e power sin x. Okay, so this is the derivative. Let's move on to the next question. I have y is equal to cos inverse of e power x. Okay, now what is derivative of cos inverse of f of x? We all know derivative of cos inverse is minus 1 divided by root of, actually 1 minus x square. Instead of x, I have e power x, so I have to take e power of x whole square into derivative of e power x, means you have to differentiate this once, and we all know derivative of e power x is e power of x itself. Okay, so this can be written as minus of e power x divided by root of 1 minus e power, remember a power m power n can be written as a power mn, so it can be treated as e power 2x. Don't make a mistake of writing e power x square, it is different. The here e power of x whole square can be written as e power 2x. Okay, so this is the derivative. Remember, this question was asked in the year July 2019 for 1 mark. Okay, you can easily get 1 marker questions if you know the derivative process properly. Okay. The next question I have is y is equal to sine of log x. Okay, so dy by dx is nothing but what is sine of f of x? We know derivative of sine is cos. So cos of f of x into differentiation of log x. What is derivative of log x? This is nothing but 1 by x. So it can be written as in a simplified form cos of log x divided by x. Okay, very simple. You can easily write the derivative of this form. But in the year March 2014, in the year March 2014 and July 2016, he has asked this question: y is equal to log of sin x. Instead of sine of log x, which was in the exercise as a worked example, he had asked log of sin x. Okay, so remember, dy by dx is nothing but what is derivative of log? We know derivative of log is 1 by sine into, you have to take the derivative of sine. Derivative of sine is nothing but cos x. Okay, so this is nothing but you will actually get cos x by sin x. So this can be written as, actually it is cot x, a regular ratio. This is cos x by sin x can be treated as cot x. You can remember this result as a formula itself, that is derivative of log of sin x is cot x. Okay, right. In case he may ask you what is derivative of log of cos x this year, okay, to confuse you, you need not get confused. Okay, so dy by dx is nothing but, remember, derivative of log is 1 by, so 1 by f of x as it is, derivative of f of x. We know derivative of cos is minus sine, isn't it? So this becomes minus sine x divided by cos x. Okay, so this is nothing but, remember, derivative of sine, what is sine by cos? Sine by cos is a standard ratio, that is tan x, and because I have a minus here, I'll get minus. So you can use this standard result. Derivative of log of sin x is cot x and derivative of log of cos x is minus tan x. Very simple, isn't it? Right. So we are moving on to the next question. I have y is equal to e power x cube, which was asked in the year March 2018 for 1 mark. So derivative dy by dx is nothing but, this is of the form e power, there is another function x cube. Derivative of e power f of x is e power of f of x into derivative of x cube. What is derivative of x cube? We know it is 3x square. Therefore, you can write this as 3x square into e power x cube is the derivative of e power x cube. You can easily get 1 mark here. The next question we have is y is equal to e power sine inverse x. Okay, therefore dy by dx will be, this is of the form e power f of x, derivative of e power f of x is e power f of x itself. Okay, into, remember, you have to find the derivative of that f of x, which is sine inverse x. Okay, so this is nothing but e power sine inverse x into, what is derivative of sine inverse of x? We know it is 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square. Okay, so you can write this in simplified form in this way: e power sine inverse x divided by root of 1 minus x square. Okay, in case, remember, if they give you derivative of e power cos inverse x or any function, derivative of cos inverse of x is just one change. What happens at derivative of cos inverse of x will be minus 1 by, therefore derivative of e power cos inverse of x will be minus e power cos inverse of x divided by root of 1 minus x square. Okay, right? So moving on to the next question, I have y is equal to e power x plus e power x square plus etc. up to e power x power 5. Remember, if they give you question like this, you cannot leave it in this way. You have to write it as e power of x square plus e power of x cube plus e power of x power 4 plus e power of x power 5. You have to write it in this way and then find the derivative of this. Okay. So dy by dx is nothing but derivative of e power of x is e power of x itself. Okay. Plus derivative of e power x square will be e power x square into, remember you have to differentiate x square once. Derivative of x square is 2x, isn't it? Derivative of x square is 2x. Okay. Plus e power x cube into derivative of x cube. We know derivative of x cube is 3x square. Okay. Plus e power x power 4 into derivative of x power 4, which is 4x cube. Okay. Next, finally, plus e power x power 5 into derivative of x power 5. This is nothing but 5 into x power 4. So you can write it in a better simplified way. So you can write e power x plus 2x into e power x square plus 3x square into e power x cube plus 4x cube into e power x power 4 plus 5 into x power 4 into e power x power 5. If you can practice this carefully, you can directly write the derivative from this step to this step in a single step. Okay, provided you practice it clearly, right? Consider the next question. I have y is equal to log of log x for x greater than 1. You should remember the reason why he has given x greater than 1, because log is derived for all the values greater than 1. This is a very standard result. You can remember this as a formula also. Now remember, this is log of f of x. What is log of f of x? It is 1 by f of x into derivative of again f of x. Don't get confused. Okay. So this is nothing but 1 divided by log x into what is again different derivative of log x now. Derivative of log x is 1 by x. Therefore, you can write this way. Derivative of log x will be 1 divided by, if you multiply, you will get x log x. Remember, don't make a mistake of writing 1 divided by log of x square. Here this x is an inside function. You cannot multiply this x with this. So this should be written as x log x only. Sometimes students generally make mistake and write log of x square and lose the marks. Kindly don't make that mistake. Okay. Moving on to the next question, friends. I have y is equal to cos of log x plus e power x. Okay. Dy by dx, that is the derivative is given by, this looks like cos of f of x. This can be written as derivative of cos, we know it is minus sine of log x plus e power of x into, remember you have to differentiate this f of x, and again here this is sum of two functions, so you can write this way. So split it up and write the derivative. Derivative of log x is 1 by x plus derivative of e power x will be e power of x itself. Okay, so you can leave it here or you can write it in a simplified way like minus sine of log x plus e power of x into, if you take the LCM, you will get 1 plus x into e power of x whole divided by x. Okay, this is the simplified way. You can keep it here. If they just ask you to find the dy by dx, you will still get 1 mark. The next question we have is y is equal to log of cos of e power x. You should know how to read the function first to write the derivative. Okay, so dy by dx is, now this is of the form log of f of x. We know log derivative is 1 by cos of e power of x. Okay, into, remember you have to find the derivative of cos of e power of x. Okay, so this is nothing but, keep this function as it is, cos e power of x. Okay, into, now cos of e power x, this is again of the form cos of f of x. We know cos of f of x is minus sine of f of x. Remember, during multiplication, if you get a minus, use a bracket. Okay, you have to use a bracket, otherwise this will split the step into, you have to differentiate this inside function again, which is e power of x. So this is nothing but, you can split it up here. I'll take minus here, minus sine of e power of x into derivative of e power of x is e power of x divided by cos of e power x. You can write in a better simplified way, I take a minus and e power of x. We know sin theta by cos theta will be taken as tan theta. So you can write it as minus of e power of x into tan of e power x. Okay. This is enough to get you 1 mark, but also remember, you may write the condition also here. The condition is where this e power of x should not be equal to the odd multiples of 90. Okay, because odd multiples of 90 for tan will be 0, isn't it, which is not defined for the case of tan. Okay, you need not write this condition for 1 mark, but sometimes for CET problems you should be knowing these conditions. Or moving on to the next question, friends, I have y is equal to sine of tan inverse of e power minus x. Remember, this question cannot be asked for 1 mark. This is more than 1 mark question. It should be asked for 2 marks. But see, in CET you can be asked for a single mark itself. Okay. So sine of f of x can be written as cos of f of x. F of x here is tan inverse of e power minus x. Okay. Into, remember, derivative of tan inverse is what? Derivative of tan inverse is 1 divided by 1 plus, in place of x I have e power minus x. So I have e power minus x square into, remember, derivative of e power of minus x. Again you have to be differentiated because this term is again not x, it is again another function e power minus x. So this can be treated as cos of tan inverse e power minus x, remember, into, I have 1 divided by 1 plus e power, as in the previous case I can write e power minus 2x into, now again what is derivative of e power minus x? We have already done it. Derivative of e power minus x is minus into e power minus x. Okay, clubbing, you can write it in this way, minus of e power minus x divided by 1 plus e power minus 2x into cos of tan inverse of e power minus x. Okay, so this is the derivative of this function. Have you understood? Okay. You have to be careful in solving the process of differentiation. One thing is, you have to be thorough with all the basic differentiation formulas. Only then you can do these problems so easily. Always better for you to practice these questions more 2 or 3 times, then you can easily solve these questions. Consider the next question, dear friends. We have y is equal to root of e power root x. You can solve this question in 2 ways, by squaring and using the implicit function differentiation. Otherwise we shall do it directly. Okay, let us check how you get it directly. Dy by dx is equal to, remember, this is of the form root x, root of, consider this entire thing as f of x. We know derivative of root of f of x is 1 divided by 2 root of f of x into derivative of f of x, that is e power root x. Okay, so this is nothing but 1 divided by 2 root of e power root x into, what is derivative of f of e power f of x? It is e power f of x into, again, derivative of f of x. Your f of x will be root x and derivative of root x will be 1 by 2 root x. Okay, so if you multiply it, you are going to get the basic answer here. So this is nothing but 1 divided by, or you can write it as numerator, you can multiply e power root x itself, e power root x divided by, I have 2 into 2 will give me 4. Okay, I have root x into root of e power root x. Remember, I have the full power 1 here and I have a half power for e power root x. You can cancel the half power, so that you can also write this as root of e power root x divided by 4 times root x. You might be wondering how. Okay, we all know root of e power root x whole square will be e power root x, because square and root will be cancelled. So I am taking as root of square, isn't it? Square and one term will be cancelled. I will get one term here. Okay, or else you can keep it as it is. You can simplify it further and write 1 divided by 4 into root of e power root x divided by x, just by taking the common root. Okay, sometimes in CET it will give you the most simplified form as the answer. Okay, it is your part to make it very simple. Okay, always better for you to keep it in the most simplified form. Okay, moving on to the next question, friends. We have y is equal to e power of x divided by sin x. Remember, this is of the form a function divided by function. I hope you know the method of you solving this. We are going to use the quotient rule for differentiation. Okay, what does the quotient rule say? If you have the derivative of u by v form, keep the denominator square as it is, keep first function as it is and differentiate numerator, minus numerator as it is, differentiate the denominator. Okay, right, we shall move on. Dy by dx will be, remember, keep the first denominator as it is. In quotient rule, you have to keep denominator itself as it is and differentiate numerator. Derivative of e power of x is e power of x itself. I am writing it directly because by this time you are thorough with the basic formulas of differentiation. Minus, remember, for quotient rule in between term is minus. Minus, now we keep e power x as it is. What is derivative of denominator now? That is derivative of sin x is nothing but cos x divided by, remember, it is sin x whole square. Okay, writing in a simplified way, we can see here e power of x is common in both the terms. If you take it out, I will get sin x, sin x minus cos x divided by, we all know sin x whole square can be written as sin square x. Okay, and please be careful, don't overwrite things. If possible, write this step again. Okay, so the derivative of e power of x by sin x is e power of x into sin x minus cos x divided by sin square x. Friends, let us solve one last question of this session. I have y is equal to cos x divided by log x. Again, I am going to use the quotient rule here. Dy by dx is nothing but keep the denominator as it is and differentiate numerator. Derivative of numerator is, we know it is minus of sin x. Derivative of sin x is derivative of cos x is minus sin x. In between term is minus. Now keep cos x as it is. Derivative of log x. Derivative of log x is nothing but 1 by x. We all know, divided by, I have log x whole square. Okay, so this is nothing but I'll get minus log x into sin x. Remember, this is not log of sin x, this is log x into sin x, minus I'll get cos x by x whole divided by log x whole square. Okay, if you take the LCM here, I will get x into log x sin x. This is by taking LCM. X into log x into sin x minus cos x divided by whole divided by x here. Again I have a minus sign here. This divided by log x whole square. We all know a by b divided by c will be a divided by bc. So this can be treated as, take minus common in both the terms. I just have x log x into sin x. X into log x into sin x plus cos x, remember, because minus is taken outside, divided by x into log x whole square. Okay, so this is the derivative of the above given function. Okay friends, so we have come to the conclusion of this session where we have dealt with derivative of exponential functions and logarithmic functions. Hello friends, before I wind up this session, I made a list of few basic questions which has been asked in your previous years, very old examinations. Okay, for 1 marker questions they have asked these kind of questions maybe 20 years back. Probably most of you might not have been born when these questions were asked in the examinations. Just for practice purpose, this will make you thorough with the basics of differentiation so that you could move on and on in your previous mathematics classes. Okay, so it would always be better for you if you can practice these questions. Okay, so thank you for watching this session. Hope you have understood this and also enjoyed the session. So keep watching and keep learning. So we'll meet again in the next session with a new concept of differentiation. Until then, take care and bye.